Hello again, thank you very much for joining. Today I'm going to do part 3 of the making of The Way I Feel. I'll be laying down some guitar tracks and I'll walk you through the process as we go along. For each guitar part I record 3 tracks. One of them will be recorded right in front of the amplifier. The other one is going to be recorded in the microphone on the other side of the room. And then the third one is going to be what's called DI sound. It's sound that comes directly out of the guitar before it goes into the amplifier. I might need that in a later date, maybe I need another sound or another effect, because the sound that you get out of the amplifier can no longer be modified, at least not very much. After I've set the tracks, very important, tune. You cannot be out of tune when you record a guitar part, because you're going to play with other guitars. That's very important, it stays in tune, so you tune before you do anything else. After I've set up the track, it's very important that I tune. And then once I've tuned, I get my dedicated Hansen's project pick and I start recording. Then I do the same for the second track. Set up the tracks, tune, and record. I save the project every chance I get. It would be terrible to lose a bit that I've recorded that was like the performance of a lifetime and I forgot to save and something happens. So always save, save, and save. Also, I found out that I needed a third guitar part. When I did the first 2 guitar parts, I found that it was really, because it's a bit of a explosive guitar sound, it's very, I don't know, bouncy almost. I feel that I needed to keep it together with playing like just an underlying guitar that glues it all together. In the past I've recorded the same song when we used a synthesizer for that. I think it sounds better with guitar. I'm not sure if any of you also record music, but if you do and you saw my previous videos, you may have seen that the initial rhythm guitar that I laid down was very high volume. It was actually clipping. What happens is if you record it at too high volume, the sound cannot be reproduced correctly because it basically goes out of the capacity of the recording, if you will. So obviously for that, it doesn't really matter for that initial part because I'm going to throw that away anyways. But it's really important to get your levels correct for the rest of the recordings. Here you hear the guitar as it sounds directly in front of the amp. Then how it sounds through the microphone on the other side of the room. And lastly, how it sounds from the DI, the direct in. And how they sound together. Next, to do the same for the second guitar. Directly in front of the amp, the other side of the room, and then how it sounds in DI. And lastly, how they sound together, those two. Keep in mind that when I say how they sound together, I'm not playing the DI because that's not going to be on the recording. Lastly, the third track. And does the eye sound so much different? Trust me, this is what guitar sound like if you don't amplify them. So yes, those amps are very important. Well, that's it for today. Next week I'm going to be adding some vocals to the song. I hope you can join me again, and thanks again for watching. You have a great day. Thank you.